Hello friends, welcome to Math Opera. Myself Salil Gadgil. There is a fundamental difference when it comes to dealing with operators and variables. If you understand this difference, you will end up saving a lot of time and you will avoid making a lot of mistakes in maths. So let's understand what this difference is. So there is a fundamental difference between operators and variables, and let's understand what that difference is. To show you that difference, let me show you a few mistakes that students do, and then let's see why they tend to do these mistakes. So 5 square plus 4 square, the square is taken out as common and it is calculated as 5 plus 4 the whole square. Or 9 square minus 3 square, the square is again taken out as common and it is written as 9 minus 3 the whole square. Root 64 minus root 36, again they notice a root sign common in both the terms, so they tend to write it as root of 64 minus 36. Sin 30 plus sin 60, so sin is a trigonometric function or a trigonometric ratio. So sin 30 plus sin 60, they tend to again observe that sin is a common word in this particular expression. They tend to take it out and write it as sin of 30 plus 60. Log 8 plus log 10, again log is a common word that is taken out and it is written as log of 10 plus 8. Now in all these cases, there is something that is common between these cases and factorization of algebraic expressions. So if I am trying to factorize ax square plus bx square, I notice that x square is common in both the terms. The x square part is taken out, and once x square is taken out of ax square and bx square, a plus b remains inside. So the factorization is x square of a plus b. Or if you are trying to factorize p square x square plus p square y square, p square is common in both the terms, so p square is taken out and x square plus y square remains inside. Now there is something that is very similar in these two cases. The similarity is that something is common in these expressions. For example, in this case square is common, like if you try to derive a parallel line between what has been done here versus what has been done here, you will notice that square is common in the first example and that's why it has been taken out by the students. Or in the second case also square is common, so once you take the square out as common, 9 minus 3 is left inside and 9 minus 3 is in the bracket, and that is why they write 9 minus 3 the whole square. Here also square root is the common sign between both the terms, so that is taken out as common and you tend to write 64 minus 36. In this particular example, the word sin is common. So just like factorizing algebraic expressions, sin has been taken out as common and 30 plus 60 has been written inside. So in all these examples, there is a particular operator that is common which has been taken out by the students, and that is a mistake. The mistake here is that all these operators, square operators, square root operators, sine is an operator, and logarithmic operators, and there are many more operators. These operators cannot be taken out as common as compared to the variables. When you factorize algebraic expressions, variables can be taken out as common, but operators cannot be taken out as common. Now why they cannot be taken out as common? They cannot be taken out as common because these operators are trying to change the nature of the number itself. And since it is changing the nature of the number, you have to calculate what effect this particular operator has on that number before you can really combine things. So what I mean by that is, when I am calculating 5 square plus 4 square, I first need to calculate 5 square and separately and 4 square separately and then add these two, because 5 square is causing some change in the number, and 4 square is also causing a change in the number 4, and after you notice these changes or after you implement these changes, only then you can add these numbers. So as you can take variables out as common when you are factorizing algebraic expressions, you cannot implement the same when there are operators. That is the fundamental difference between variables and operators. Now all these operators, for example, the first 3 examples would come under the topic of indices or exponents. This particular expression sin 30 and sin 60, so this is a trigonometric ratio. So this particular expression would come under the laws of trigonometric ratios, and these are logarithmic operators. Each of these operators will have their own special rules. So when you are trying to solve problems which lie under exponents, you will have to implement the laws of exponents when you are trying to solve these problems. When you are trying to solve the 4th expression, you have to implement the laws under the trigonometric functions and implement those laws over here. So as you can factorize algebraic expressions taking variables out as common, you cannot do the same with the operators, because operators are going to change or are going to perform some operation on the number itself, and the laws that are related to those operators should be followed when you solve such problems. So I hope that you understood why these mistakes are being committed and what should be done to avoid these mistakes. This is one fundamental difference between the variables and operators. I hope you understand this difference, and I hope that you appreciate the fact that when you're solving problems related to exponents, you have to follow the laws of exponents. When you're trying to solve problems related to trigonometric ratios, you have to follow laws related to trigonometric ratios. I hope that this is very clear by now. So I do hope that you found this video useful and interesting. In the next video, I'll come up with some new idea, some new concept. Do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel and stay connected for more updates. Goodbye.